People often say that one of the first steps toward changing yourself is to forgive yourself. Part of that process, they say, is looking back at your life, not just the painful moments, but the happy ones too. So I decided to do that. I started revisiting old photos and videos, memories from trips, gathering with friends, moments that I knew were supposed to be some of the happiest time of my life. And then I noticed something strange. I remembered where I went, I remembered what I did, I remembered the people who were there, but I couldn't really remember how it felt. The emotions were blurry, the experience itself felt distant, and that realization stopped me for a moment. Because if those moments were so important, why I couldn't fully remember being there? Then I realized something about myself. Maybe I was never fully present in those moments to begin with. Maybe my body was there, but my mind wasn't. Instead of enjoying the experience, I was replaying something from the past, an awkward conversation, a mistake I made, or something I wish I had done differently. Or maybe I was living in the future, like thinking about the projects, thinking about my goals, thinking about people I was comparing myself to, thinking about what was next instead of appreciating what was already happening. And suddenly something clicked. For years, I've been moving back and forth between the past and the future, rarely sitting in the present. Past filled with regret, future filled me with worry, and somewhere in between, I miss parts of my own life. What makes this realization difficult is that from the outside, everything can look fine. You can be on vacation, you can be surrounded by friends, you can be achieving goals, you can even be smiling in every picture, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're experiencing the moment because being physically present and mentally present are not always the same thing. So, looking back, I think I spent a lot of time bouncing between what could have been and what might happen next. Maybe that's why some memories feel so empty when I revisit them. Not because they weren't meaningful, but because I wasn't allowing myself to fully experience them while they're happening. At first, this realization made me sad. I thought about all the moments I could have appreciated more, all the conversations I could have listened to more carefully, all the sunsets, trips, and ordinary days that passed by while mine was somewhere else. But then I realized something else. Maybe the point isn't to regret, maybe the point is to notice it. Because once you become aware of it, you can start living differently. You can start catching yourself when you're replaying the past. You can start noticing when you're worrying about the future. And little by little, you can return to what's happening right now. The conversation you're having, the meal you're eating, the person sitting across from you, the life that's unfolding in front of you. And maybe that was being present really means not having a perfect quiet mind, but gently bringing yourself back whenever you realize you're drifted away. So let me ask you, how many moments have you lived through without truly being there? And more importantly, what would change if you started paying attention to the life that is happening right now?